Welcome to the DCTV News at Noon program. I'm Kelsey Kiesling.
And I'm Kendra Cook. This program is produced in Dove Creek, Colorado by the Dolores County Broadcasting Network for DCTV with support from the Southwest Colorado TV Translator Association.
This is your community TV station. If you would like to suggest a story or let us know about an event to share, give us a call. The studio number is 970-677-4119.
Today's show runs Wednesday at noon and is uploaded to our YouTube channel and our DCTV News at Noon Facebook page to watch on demand. Today is August 7th, 2019, and now on with the News at Noon.
According to the Cortez Journal, an ethics complaint has been filed with the city of Durango, but the details of the complaint have not yet been made public. The city clerk's office received the complaint via mail Friday. Deputy City Clerk Chris Vicari said the contents of the letter and the accused individuals involved will not be released to the public until the Board of Ethics meeting for a screening of the allegations. The Durango Herald filed an open records request Tuesday seeking access to the complaint. According to city rules, ethics complaints are not made public before they have been screened by the Ethics Board for fear a complaint could harm the reputation of an innocent person and is contrary to the public interest. The Herald published a story last week about City Manager Ron LeBlanc's house being listed for sale with Durango Land and Homes, which is co-owned by City Councilor Chris Betton. The city's code of ethics forbids a supervisor from engaging in a substantial financial transaction for the public official's private business purposes with a person the city official inspects or supervises in the course of the city official's official duty. Betton is one of LeBlanc's 5 direct supervisors. Former Mayor Christina Rinderli is the real estate agent assigned to the sale of LeBlanc's home. Betton and Rinderli said late last month that they are dating, live together, split the mortgage, and co-own the same business, but they keep their finances separate.
An update on the horse virus in our area, as reported by the Journal with a file photo. A virus outbreak that affects mainly horses and cattle is on the rise in Montezuma and La Plata counties. There are currently no reported cases in Dolores County. A reminder that at the Junior Rodeo this weekend, horses will be checked in at the fairground gates on both Saturday and Sunday mornings before being allowed on site, so allow for more time. In mid-July, the Colorado Department of Agriculture announced 2 horses in La Plata County tested positive for the vesicular stomatitis virus. Keith Rohr, Colorado State veterinarian, said Monday that number has jumped to 54 confirmed cases in La Plata County. In Montezuma County, 18 cases have been confirmed. I think that's increased to 22 now. Statewide, there have been about 475 investigations into suspected vesicular stomatitis cases, with 287 animals actively quarantined. About 30 animals have been released. La Plata County is in the top 4 counties in the state with the most outbreaks. Larimer has 93, Boulder has 48, and Weld has 43 confirmed cases. Archuleta County has 10 confirmed cases. So just what's causing the outbreak? The disease is not completely understood, Rohr said, but it can be transmitted through flies and insects. Outbreaks aren't all that common, he said. Since 1994, there have been only 6 outbreaks in the state of Colorado, not including this year. It's suspected that increased rainfall and vegetation allows for fly breeding grounds to thrive, possibly leading to an uptick in animals contracting the virus, Rohr said. The most recent outbreak is affecting horses. There has been only 1 infected steer in Boulder County. Rohr said he was not aware of any horses that have died because of the virus, but it's, quote, not out of the realm of possibilities. He said most animals recover with minor care, but it can be very painful and it can take an extended period of time to completely heal, he said. Symptoms of vesicular stomatitis can include excessive salivation, lesions in the mouth, nostrils, and feet, lack of appetite, and lameness. Deaths are rare if animals are treated properly, but lesions can be painful, and left untreated, some animals may lose their hoofs. Rohr said if people who own horses or other livestock start to notice their animals exhibiting these symptoms, they typically contact their veterinarian, who in turn contacts the state's Department of Agriculture if vesicular stomatitis is suspected. Owners can choose two options: voluntarily quarantining the animal for 2 weeks or get a test to positively confirm the presence of the disease and still quarantine the animal for 2 weeks. Treatment during this time is symptomatic, but can include cleaning lesions with antiseptic solutions or providing animals with mouth lesions with softer food. Prevention methods include strict fly control around a property, such as eliminating fly breeding areas and proper insecticide use for livestock and barn areas. Manure management and removing wet bedding are other ways to prevent the spread of the disease, Rohr said. If people do apply fly control, the risk can be minimized significantly. Anyone who has animals they suspect of having the vesicular stomatitis virus should report it to the state officials at 303-869-9130.
According to the Cortez Journal, management of a lightning-caused wildfire southeast of Bayfield was returned Tuesday to the Columbine Ranger District of the San Juan National Forest. The 577 fire will be monitored by local Forest Service firefighters and one wildland fire module, according to a U.S. Forest Service news release. The fire had previously been handled by a Durango Interagency Type 3 team. Firefighters have been managing the low-intensity ground fire to improve forest health since it was started by lightning on July 28th. No homes are threatened by the 38-acre fire south of Pargin Mountain in a rugged area of the San Juan National Forest. Firefighters have selected and prepared roads and trails around the fire to serve as containment lines. They will allow the surface fire to creep within this containment area, reducing excess vegetation that has accumulated over years of fire suppression. If fire activity increases, containment action will be taken as appropriate. Fire managers expect the 577 fire to continue its slow activity for several weeks depending on weather conditions. On warm, dry days when the fire is more active, smoke might be visible in Durango, Pagosa Springs, and Ignacio.
In sad news, 3 people were killed on Highway 191 on August 3rd, reported by the San Juan Record, Monticello, Utah, with a courtesy photo. 3 people were killed in a 2-car crash on Highway 191 at approximately 4:15 p.m. on August 3rd. According to the Utah Highway Patrol, a Ford F-150 was traveling southbound at mile marker 93, 23 miles north of Monticello, when it veered into the northbound lane. It hit a Ford Expedition, which was towing an 18-foot boat. The 2 occupants of the Expedition received fatal injuries from the crash and died on the scene. They are 75-year-old Kenneth Harding and 73-year-old Francis Harding, both of Goodman, Arizona. The front passenger of the F-150, 68-year-old Patricia Storm of Minot, North Dakota, also received fatal injuries and died on scene. The driver of the F-150 was flown to St. Mary's Hospital in Grand Junction, Colorado, in critical condition. All occupants of the 2 vehicles were wearing seatbelts. The cause of the crash is still under investigation.
From the Cortez Journal, a bridge that was damaged in last year's 416 fire was scheduled to be removed Tuesday by helicopter, the U.S. Forest Service announced Monday. The South Fork Trail Bridge was damaged when the fire burned the east abutment, causing the bridge to fall into Hermosa Creek, creating a safety and flood hazard, the Forest Service said in a news release. The trail bridge previously accessed the South Fork Trail, though the trail was closed several years ago because of landslides and sloughing that made the trail impassable. The Forest Service planned to use a contracted helicopter and local fire crews to remove the bridge, the agency said. The helicopter was to take the structure to a closed roadbed where it would be fully dismantled and removed at a later date. The 416 fire broke out June 1st, 2018, and burned an estimated 54,000 acres, mostly on San Juan National Forest lands in the Hermosa Creek drainage. And now, let's take a look at the weather.
Today, we are looking at a 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms. Now, the forecasters again expect that some of the storms could produce heavy rain. Partly sunny skies with a high near 83 degrees, southwest wind around 5 miles an hour. Tonight, we remain at that 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms, hopefully ending before sunset with heavy rain, which could also be a factor this afternoon. Partly cloudy and a low around 60 overnight, west wind around 5 miles an hour, calming overnight for Thursday. And then into Thursday, a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms, mostly towards midday into the afternoon, again with heavy rains when they do come down. Mostly sunny with a high near 85 degrees, light and variable winds. Thursday night, we remain at that 30% chance for showers and thunderstorms, ending by midnight. Partly cloudy with a low around 61, west winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. And we remain in this potential pattern for Friday, once again at 30% chance for showers and thunderstorms, mainly in the afternoon. Partly sunny with a high near 82 degrees. Light winds becoming southwest 5 to 10 miles an hour in the morning. Friday night, a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms as most of the heavy moisture starts to exit our path. Mostly cloudy with a low around 57. Saturday, again, a slight or 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms. Mostly sunny with a high near 83 degrees. Saturday night, partly cloudy with a low around 57. And Sunday, for a summer fun pool party at the state line in the afternoon. We're looking to be a wonderful afternoon, mostly sunny with a high near 82 degrees. Sunday night, mostly cloudy with a low around 55. Monday, mostly sunny with a high near 83. Monday night, mostly clear and a low to 55. And now, back to the news.
From the Durango Herald, U.S. drug overdose deaths had been most common in Appalachia and other rural areas in recent years, but they are back to being more concentrated in big cities, according to a government report Friday. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention found that both urban and rural overdose death rates have been rising, but the urban rate shot up more dramatically after 2015. That probably is because of a shift in the current overdose epidemic, said Dr. Daniel Cicciarone, a drug policy expert at the University of California, San Francisco. The epidemic was initially driven by opioid pain pills, which were often as widely available in the country as in the city. But then many drug users shifted to heroin and fentanyl, and the illegal drug distribution system for those drugs is more developed in cities, he said. Another possible explanation, rising overdose deaths among blacks and Hispanics, including those concentrated in urban areas, he said. The report said the urban overdose death rate surpassed the rural rate in 2016 and 2017. Rates for last year and this year are not yet available, but experts doubt it will flip back again anytime soon.
Reported by the Journal with a file photo. The trial of Mark Redwine is up in the air this week. Redwine, who is accused of killing his 13-year-old son Dylan in 2012, is scheduled to go to trial September 17th. The 57-year-old Bayfield man was arrested in 2017 and charged with second-degree murder and child abuse. If convicted, he faces 16 to 48 years in prison, but the trial was complicated last month after one of Redwine's two public defenders, John Moran, was arrested on suspicion of misdemeanor assault and domestic violence. Redwine's other public defender, Justin Bogan, said during a court hearing on Monday that Moran is on approved leave and could be gone until at least October. As a result, Bogan asked Judge Jeffrey Wilson to delay the trial so a new attorney could be appointed to the case. Moran was not in attendance on Monday. Bogan estimated it would take a new attorney 6 to 9 months to get caught up on the case and be ready for trial. As of Monday, neither Bogan nor Moran had entered an official motion for Moran to withdraw, which ultimately has to be approved by Judge Wilson. Wilson, speaking to Redwine, said he has a right to a speedy trial, but at the same time, it's important to have a defense attorney that is well-versed in the complicated case. Quote, "For the most part, you've got one shot at getting this right," Wilson told Redwine. "You know what you're looking at in the amount of prison time." Wilson asked Redwine if he had enough information to decide to waive his right to a speedy trial and if he had any objections if Moran were to withdraw. Redwine said he did not and that he was only, quote, "briefly advised of the situation." As a result, the court hearing went into recess for about 15 minutes so Redwine could consult Bogan. After recess, Redwine, dressed in an orange jumpsuit and handcuffed, said he was willing willing to waive his right to a speedy trial and had no objections to Moran leaving the case. District Attorney Christian Champagne, however, objected to delaying the trial another 6 to 9 months, saying that 2 years is, quote, beyond the pale of enough time to be ready for trial. He said Dylan's family, the community, as well as Redwine himself, deserve justice and a resolution to the case. Quote, yet here we are again, looking at another potential delay. It's an injustice to everyone involved, end quote. Champagne offered two alternatives: keep Moran on the case and go to trial in early November after he gets back from leave, or approve a new attorney to the case and go to trial in November. Champagne said he was concerned no official motion had been filed requesting Moran's official withdrawal, as well as the fact Redwine was only briefly advised of the situation. Quote, we're concerned he doesn't have all the information, he said. Elaine Hall, Dylan's mother, attending the hearing through a conference call, she too objected to the trial being further delayed. Quote, it's been 7 years since Dylan went missing and our lives have been placed on hold, she said. We are really trying to move forward, but it's hard when these issues are hanging over our heads. Wilson, for his part, did not come to a decision Monday whether he would grant a delay to the trial. He said he would make a decision in writing or orally to prosecutors and the defense within the next couple of days. Redwine is being held in La Plata County Jail on $750,000 bail.
Reported by the Durango Herald, millions of people who take aspirin to prevent a heart attack may need to rethink the pill popping, Harvard researchers reported Monday. A daily low-dose aspirin is recommended for people who have already had a heart attack or stroke and for those diagnosed with heart disease. But for the otherwise healthy, that advice has been overturned. Guidelines released this year ruled out routine aspirin use for many older adults who don't already have heart disease, and said it's only for certain younger people under doctor's orders. How many people need to get that message? Some 29 million people of 40 and people 40 and older were taking an aspirin a day despite having no known heart disease in 2017, the latest data available, according to a new study from Harvard and Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center. About 6.6 million of them were doing so on their own. A doctor never recommended it, and nearly half of people over 70 who don't have heart disease, estimated at about 10 million, were taking daily aspirin for prevention, the researchers reported in Annals of Internal Medicine.
Reported in the San Juan Record in Monticello, Utah, nearly 2 years after Staff Sergeant Aaron Butler was killed while battling Islamic State fighters in Afghanistan, the Utah National Guard will dedicate a new training facility named in his honor on Friday, August 9th. The new $37 million, 140,000 square foot readiness facility is located at the Camp Williams State Military Reservation south of Salt Lake City. Camp Williams serves as the headquarters for the 19th Special Forces Group, to which SSG Butler belonged. The Utah Training Center at Camp Williams consists of 24,000 acres of combat training areas that resemble the same environments encountered by soldiers currently serving in Operation Iraqi Freedom and Operation Enduring Freedom. The new facility will hold classrooms, large training and operation spaces, and offices, and will contribute to the overall mission of the 19th Special Forces Group. According to their website, the unit's mission is to provide trained and ready forces to deploy, fight, and win wars under the full spectrum of unconventional warfare and to respond to homeland threats and disasters. The namesake of the new building, Staff Sergeant Aaron Butler, was killed in action on August 16, 2017, when he entered a booby-trapped building that exploded while his group was fighting the Islamic State in Afghanistan. Following his death, San Juan County and the entire state of Utah honored Aaron and mourned his loss. His body returned home to Monticello on August 24th, his 28th birthday, and he was buried with full military honors in the Monticello Cemetery. Staff Sergeant Butler's mother, Laura Butler, said he had a warrior's heart in an interview after his death. Indeed, Aaron was known for his enthusiasm, dedication, and fearlessness. As part of his military training, Aaron wrote why he wanted to be in the Special Forces. He wrote, quote, I realized that not everyone enjoys the freedoms and opportunities we do in America. I'm convinced the Army Special Forces is uniquely equipped and trained to make the biggest difference in the struggle against oppression I witnessed in Africa. I was now not only interested and duty-bound, Butler wrote, but I gained a newfound passion towards being a part of liberating the oppressed. I made up my mind to do whatever it took to become a Special Forces guy. It is this spirit that the 19th Special Forces Group looks to foster by attaching the name of Staff Sergeant Aaron Butler to their new training facility. They will bring to mind that same attitude in all who are there and all who will come in the future.
From the Durango Herald, Sam Dosumu has been named the new Executive Dean for Pueblo Community College Southwest. He began the position July 1st. Dosumu recently retired as the Associate Vice Chancellor of Academic Affairs for the Maricopa County Community College District in Arizona. He began his career almost 30 years ago as an instructor at Front Range Community College and has held leadership positions at San Juan College, Hawkeye Community College in Iowa, and Asheville Buncombe Technical Community College in North Carolina. He is also a Higher Learning Commission peer reviewer, traveling across the United States and consulting with colleges to improve their quality. Dosumu received a bachelor's degree in mathematics and computer science from Xavier University of Louisiana. He has a master's in business administration in information systems from Regis University and a doctorate in educational leadership and innovation from the University of Colorado, Denver.
And now today's High Canyon Country happenings. This Sunday, August 11th, it's the Dove Creek Chamber's Cool Pool Party on the patio of the State Line Bar and Grill. Fun music by TPI Productions. This starts at 2 p.m. with rubber ducky races, fishy fishing game, limbo, bubbles, a photo beach scene with beach balls and noodles. Come on out and have some fun at the end of summer in the afternoon. A first-time event, the DC Chamber is looking to make this a charitable fundraiser, so those interested, please contact the DC Chamber at 970-560-2856 or just come out and have some fun on the patio. And in Ignacio on August 10th, it's a show of outlaws and renegades with Travis Tritt and the Charlie Daniels Band that runs from 7 to 10 p.m. at the Skyute Casino on Saturday. For more information on tickets and this event, go online to skyutecasino.yapsody.com. And also August 10th in Cortez is the George Greer Memorial Car Show at Centennial Park. This year, our car show will be in the same place, they say, as Centennial Park, starting at 10 a.m. for the public with participants parking at 8 a.m. There will be no burn-off contest this year, and the registration party location will be published at a later date. Or make a ride to Rico on August 10th. The fog is creeping over the border, slowly winding up the valleys and dancing on the Dolores River. The rich mountain bluegrass sounds of Taos, New Mexico's Foggy Memory Boys is coming to Rico, Colorado. The Enterprise Cafe is going to be bouncing on August 10th, and they have fantastic pizza there too. It's worth the drive. And I post up all of these High Canyon Country happenings on our Facebook page, which is DCTV News at Noon, so you can look up those phone numbers and dates. We also upload the daily news to our YouTube channel, which you can search for that with the same name, DCTV News at Noon. And the broadcast is also posted to the general Facebook page where we add links to stories of interest, share other information, events, or news, and where you can join in on the conversation too. This is your local community TV station, so if you have something you'd like to share, contact us by email, dcbnnews@gmail.com, or call us at the station 970-677-4119, and we'll be happy to help.
Thanks for tuning in, whether it's for the broadcast, which airs here in Dolores County on Channel 32.1 at noon, now Monday through Friday, or online on our YouTube channel or our DCTV News at Noon Facebook page, where you can watch it on demand anytime you would like.
We would love to have you interact with us on the news program, add comments or share stories there on our DCTV News at Noon Facebook page, and if you would, like us there and share it with your family and friends.
For Kendra Cook with DCTV and the Dove Creek News at Noon program, I'm Kelsey Kiesling. Thanks for watching.